People today, your hearts are made manifest, and it's a majority. You're not worthy of Jesus. You don't love Jesus. No, your mouth says one thing, but your actions, they say a whole different story, right? Your actions speak far louder than your words. When the Lord said, be ye separate, you didn't listen. When the Lord said, cut it off, anything caused you to offend, chop it off, right? You plugged your ears. When it said, be ye separate, you said he wasn't talking to you. So it is what it is. Some of y'all love your things of this earth, your jobs, your money, your houses and homes, your position in society more than Jesus. And you seek the things that are opposite of Jesus because you love those things more than Jesus. So guess what? If you stay that way, you are not worthy of Jesus. If you know there's a place that has sin involved in it, would you run to it or run away from it if you were with Jesus? You'd run away. Like, for example, a person trying to get a job with the police department. The police department in itself, if in your mind, if it was a perfect righteous world, that would be great. But we're not in a perfect righteous world. We're in a fallen world where they are full of evil. They're in there full of vile things, cursing one another and all kinds of other things. And you seek to be a member. You seek to be employed, to have finance from that is foul. You can't walk with Jesus. In fact, if you were to go get the job there and you belong to Jesus, you came in there and told the sheriff to his face or the police chief to his face, you better repent or you're going to perish, they would throw you out. You'd be fired within 15 minutes of your first day of work if you truly belong to Jesus. You better get your priorities straight because last days are coming whether you're ready or not. And if you're not ready, you're not ready. And if you're not ready, you don't go with Jesus. You're going to stay right down here. It's time to settle up what team you're going to play for. You going to play for this world or you going to play for the saints? You going to be on Jesus' team or you going to be in this fake world full of nonsense and things that are opposite of God? The Bible told you that friend of the world is the enemy of God. That offends a lot of you because you're truly friends with this world and you wouldn't like anybody saying that. So you might want to examine yourself. Somebody in the chat room says all police officers are going to jail. No, here's what we need to say. All police officers that do not repent from all sin are going to hell. You can forget the jail. They're going to hell. Do you understand that? They're going to burn, baby, burn, unless they repent. Listen, I don't know much. It seems like a lot of this generation has not been outside their household much of their life. Most police officers are doing everything they arrest people for in the background. Right? They're just normal sinners that have a job with the badge. That's it. They sin. They're in there committing adultery. They're in there talking about the most vile things. You find them at the strip club. You find them in the alley, in the back, smoking whatever. I found them in the taverns, drunk at the bar stool, falling off the edge. You know, they're normal drunkards and sinners and the regular whatever. So they're just sinful people. But if you want to be a saint, you can't mix with the sinful people. And so if you're going to serve mammon, you're going to serve money, you can't serve Jesus. If you're not going to be ye separate and touch not the unclean thing, you can't serve Jesus. So really it just comes to this point. You're going to be made manifest what kind of person you are by the actions you make concerning the knowledge you've been given. So there you go. It is what it is. So you have a decision to make, just like every person. I don't care if you work at the dollar store. At the Dollar Tree. If the Dollar Tree has people inside that place and they're filthy, they're vile, they're sinful. That's what I mean is sinful. I don't care what kind of sin, I mean sinful. And you're going to be a saint. And you go in there mixing and mingling amongst them, and the sin that's in there, you can't get rid of it because it's right there. You don't have no power over it. Then what do? You better count that job a loss at that dollar store. Or guess what? You love that dollar store or that money they give you more than Jesus, so you can't serve Jesus. So these are realities, but this world, you see, the world is the majority. Remember, many are called, but few are chosen. Wide is the gate to destruction, and many go in thereat, but straight and narrow is the path to salvation, and only few there be that find it. The very few people that belong to Jesus, the majority think they have Jesus. Those are the blind leading the blind. You can't have it both ways. You can't be with the blind and think you're with Jesus. No, if you're with the blind, then the blind are leading you. The blind lead the blind. Both of y'all fall in the ditch. Last days are now. The rules went out to the whole world. The rules did not go out and say, I'm This is Jesus. Here's my rules, and it only applies to you who do not have a position in society or a job. No, we went to every single person from the bottom to the top. The same Jesus rules went to the kings and parliament. The same Jesus went to the slaves at the bottom of the slave ship. The same rules of Christ and the same walk of Christ made available to the rich and to the poor, to the police and to the sheriff, to the military and to the people at home. Every man, woman, and child. It's up to the individual to receive it and obey it. And if you don't, it just is what it is. You're made manifest. So that's all this is. You're just made manifest. So there we go. We see what kind of person you are. Heaven's watching you. And you won't ever be able to say, come judgment day, that the rules, the truth wasn't given to you. It was given to you. And what you did about it was up to you.